and welcome back to AustinTalks, where today we are talking about my breakdown and review for Stranger Things Season 4. Because what a season did we have! We had quite the season. Honestly, I thought this was great. Yeah, let's just dive right into it. First, damn it. Okay. What? Why? Okay, the ramification of Season 3 is Eleven lost her power and moved to California with Will. And Max was mourning the death of Billy and is in therapy because if you don't remember, the big mind flare, the mind flare that took a physical form actually killed Billy, even though Billy was like the first to be flayed by them. Then Joyce Byers and Hopper is mourning the supposed death of Hopper. And when he's found a letter, he returns. And okay, why did it take so long for it to come back? I think we actually know this why, but due to both the length of the season and the pandemic, that is why it took so long. Because obviously they would have taken quite a while. They were like a movie each to record, and film. It was redeemed, it's always redeemed for how good the season one is. Season 5 was just going to be great as well. And hashtag episodes were so long. Episodes were so long. Yes, that is very true, because oh my god, they were. The last one was 2 hours and 30. That's longer than Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And I bet you I'm gonna talk. Obviously, I've talked less in this video than I did in that. I don't get it. I don't. Anyway. This scene when the first 7 episodes, first volume released, this was the blown. Like every season has a blowing up scene, and this is my little pun. If I only could, I'd make a deal with God and ask him to give me more subscribers, and I would run up that hill. A great song by Kate Bush, and after this was released, the song actually went to the top. Went to the top of the charts for about a week after 30 years of it not being in anything. So and this was one of the first encounters with Vecna, and it really shows his power, which I really like in this. And you actually get a really good glimpse of him, because like in the previous episodes, you literally got him either in the shadows, but you actually see his full potential, and the red really sets the mood. I'll say that much. And then. Why did they do like 3 storylines? Like, I've layered them out. Like, I would say the big picture, which is the one where they're in the Creel house, I would say that's the most important one. Then they had the California one, and then they have the what's it called? The Russian one. It literally. Stranger Thing, the Hopper and Joyce literally did not know a thing about him, about Vecna, and neither did Will anyone else until the final episode. So it was a bit wishy-washy. I loved every scene with Steve and everyone, but. Yeah, I don't know why they did 3 storylines. I mean, as I say here, the directors obviously wanted to do a storyline with Hopper, but it still needed the link with the main storyline, which I can't say it really did. And at the end of the season, they all met and they all come together. The directors knew what they were doing, so but we didn't know. They all came together at one point, so that would have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 4 there, and there's 3, 4. That's 7. Then 9, 12, 15. There's 15 characters that meet up. Like, hey guys, this is a lot of people. But yeah, I think it's very what's the word? Yeah, it's just every ending has a beginning. Just yeah, because the ending that actually has a beginning, and it's just I'd rather it would have been a bit more explained. Much. That's practically all I'm saying. All right, this this is funny. This I thought was hilarious. So Jamie Campbell Bower is the actor who plays Vecna, and the actual makeup is not a lot of green screen, unless you're talking about like the powers he used. This is him. That's him. That's not like there's a glove he has to wear. That is actually like the Freddy Krueger. It's kind of ripped off of Freddy Krueger. The makeup takes about 8 hours. He stated in a podcast with someone, and he went, and whenever he had to go to the bathroom, it was a nightmare, similar to the way he looks, a flipping nightmare. I actually remember one night. So this was after watching the first volume, when we got like a proper look at him. I walked out of my bedroom to go to the toilet one night, and I saw Vecna, and I think this is just my eyes playing up, and I was just like, okay. Like, I don't really get nightmares if I see like a creepy kid. At one point, I will see a creepy killer clown in my house, and I'll be like, okay. I will literally think I'm dreaming. I see that many weird things at night. I'm like, okay. Yeah, and it's really funny. It's like, Vecna on a killing spree, looking deadly as. Then Vecna just having sipping a Starbucks while people are. I realised how weird that was going to sound. And then people just literally tangling with makeup and vines. So that was a bit. The contrast. One, like, it really shows you the method of acting. One, you're angered. One, I'm just peacefully. He looks annoyed. He looks. I would say the word, but I don't want to get demonetized. He looks just fuming when he's getting the Starbucks, but he literally looks chill. I mean, Vecna on a killing spree, that's just self-explanatory, really. He just looks annoyed all the time. Yeah, so the worst episode, and I actually mean this time around. I hated this. This was a really bad episode. The storyline for her getting her powers back could have been so much better. And let's be honest, who really likes Dr. Brenner? Just die already, because I doubt he's actually dead anyway. We saw his face get eaten off by a Demogorgon. Apparently, that's just a scratch. If you've seen the Monty Python meme, it's like he chops off his arm. I have won, and he uses he just starts punching him with the other arm, and then he chops both arms off, and he's just like chicken, and he chops off his legs, and he's just like I need to see the video again. But then when he chops his waist off, when he's got like no legs and arms, he said, "All right then, we'll call it a draw." That is literally Dr. Brenner. I bet you he's not dead. And I'll probably say that, and then he'll finally die, which I'm kind of annoyed about. But hey, that's life. So who has the saddest death? All of these deaths in the series were very sad. The one for me that sticks out very much is this guy or this people. Yeah. I was just thinking about something. I was like, should I have changed this? And the answer is no. I couldn't decide between these two, and because I really like the scene when they're both together. Funny thing is, Chrissy died in the first episode, and Eddie died in the last. He tributed his actual guitar playing in the final episode to her, and they were meant to be. They had a really great friendship. And now, what happened? And what will happen to Max? Though she was not fully killed. Well, actually, she was. She was killed for about 2 seconds, but then healed by 11. I think this is to show which... I think she is actually blind. She'll be blind in the next season, because I think after every season, someone's not quite the same. I think we know who we're talking about. Will. With a minor injury, so I don't think it's a minor though, for a partial bone cracking at the end. Looking And Lucas is a good boyfriend. Hashtag hope she wakes and lives. But I think this, like, her dying, I guess, or not being a major part of next season wouldn't be the worst thing, because it actually helps with storyline management. Right, what an amazing soundtrack. These are great, and I don't know whether to play. Actually, I can just sing these. So Kate Bush, as you know, if only I could, I'd make a deal with God. I get him to swap our places. Been running up that road, been running up that hill, no problem. Then Master of Puppets, he's our masters of puppets are pulling your strings. That's the one. Then every step you take, I hear this every time on the drive to Dubai for some weird reason, or any song by this band is every step you take, every breath you take, every move I make, every step you take, I'll be watching you. I actually don't think it's every step, it's actually every breath, because when someone sent me an emoji for it, it was the blowing emoji. I think it's actually every breath you take. I'm dumb. Right. So then, should I stay or should I go? Okay, though this is not the season, I thought it was great. And then Africa, gonna take a while to get me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. Me, oh me, and I'm a material girl, and I'm a material girl. I do not know the lyrics, all I know is material girl. Then, time after time, if you love, I will catch, no, if you fall, I will catch you, and I'll be waiting. Time after time. I took a really long pause there, thinking that's the next line, and I actually said I am. Then musical youth for Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side, Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side, and then Dustin and Susie, because I literally do not know who it's by. Answer to a never-ending story. I read the stars, fly a fantasy. No, what? A mirror of your dream. I think I've just gone back to the first. Okay. Well, I really like that song. That's why I continued singing it, but I forgot the lyrics. Well done. Okay. Then what? So after what an amazing soundtrack, what an amazing ending. The ending to the season was I can't actually say amazing. It's a lot better because it sets the next episode season really well, and I love wasteland stories. And like when I saw this, it's like all I thought was wasteland and split dimensional environment between like the Upside Down and Hawkins. It also I thought this was great, and I think I'm gonna love this final season. Sadly, it's ending. This is the first series my parents watch that I like. This is not a joke. My mum and so you may say the same about Obi. Like you can't say the same about Obi-Wan because that was only me and my dad. This is all four of us. Actually, no. Okay, my brother, me, and my dad liked it. My mum, me, my dad, and my brother, we all liked it. This is first. I mean, if I was to talk about things about like me and my brother, it's kind of we like practically a lot of things together. But this is like where we all enjoy it. It's very weird. Yes. I hope you like the editing in this because this took forever. It's the Vecna origin. Oh, this is amazing. Right. Henry Creel moved into a new house and found he was gifted like 11. I think I have fan theories on this. I think I do. Yeah, I do. I don't know. I made this I made this video in about like July. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so she found, and when the mother was killed, she found out that he was the one behind the torment in the house. He was sent to Hawkins' lab and was tattooed number 1 because he was the first experiment, and was a patient and a helper as he got older. He was still as much as he was a helper, he was actually still a patient when he escaped. When he runs into 11, he actually attempts to, I wouldn't say seduce, but like, he attempts to take control of her and to seduce her to escape, and he killed everyone. He killed everyone when he was released by 11. By 11, I can't read. 11 finds out and banished him to an unknown dimension, and over time he turned into Vecna. They are the same people. Do not differentiate them. Don't think they're split personalities. But this is where they he found the mind flare. Well, actually, it was just a pile of particles. But his obsession with spiders made him turn into a mind flare, and turned it into a tormenting devil along with multiple demogorgons. Because demogorgons are actually just natural things on that planet. Apparently, I don't know how the Upside Down works. I still don't. We're 4 seasons in and I still don't get any of it. I really don't. Because I don't get it. So yeah, he's falling, but he's falling into land. Like physics, I just don't agree with this, honestly. Right, yeah, the sadness of this. So I called it Chrissy because Eddie and then Chrissy. You can actually spell Chrissy like that. It's very uncommon though, I think. So Chrissy, sadness, like this couple. And you can say the same about Eddie, just spelled with a Y. It's literally, it doesn't matter. Are you serious, fam? I'm recording a video and you decide to drill now? Are you kidding me? Damn you. Before they got killed, they were both great characters, and Chrissy is religiously kind to everyone. I don't think there was someone she hates. And it was clear that she had feelings for Eddie, and vice versa. They loved each other. You could see that in the first scene. Oh, wait! That was shot after both of their deaths. Chrissy died. I think that was important, but I don't actually think Eddie's dead. So, yeah. I don't actually think Eddie's dead. But he played a song by Metallica, and anyway. Okay, now, if you don't like gay or LGBTQ stuff, you can skip, I don't know how long. I really do not know where to skip to. If you don't like this, then I'm sorry. Skip to whenever until it's actually over with, okay? So it'll probably be the next slide. Okay. Is Will gay, and does he have feelings for Mike? So shown throughout the season and the series, he is not urgent to find a girlfriend because it's speculated he is gay. In the penultimate episode of the season, he shows Mike this painting where he is a knight with a heart showing he loves him. This is my take on it. Don't think this is from anyone else. This is what I think. He explains to 11. He explains 11 is lucky to have him as a boyfriend, and he starts explaining how some people end up feeling like an outcast. This is very similar to what embarrassed people think when they're not normal and scared of judgment. This is very common, though it is not said if he is or he isn't, and if anyone knows, it is looking likely. I actually do think Jonathan knows but it's like Happy, and he doesn't care about it because I don't care if he does. This is kind of speculated since season 3. But here's what I think about gay people. It's fine. You shouldn't be. There's no reason at all to be ashamed of it. If you're happy, that is all that matters. You shouldn't be judged because of your portrayal of feelings and affection. It does not matter. And if you're a person that is judging that, get with the time. It doesn't matter. I was actually in England the other day. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, I was. I was in Liverpool visiting my brother because he's now in Liverpool. Everyone. So we visited him, and when we went into town, the amount of flags I saw of like LGBTQ cards, not car. Well, yeah, I did see some of them. It was unbelievable. It shows people's support. I did see a lot of people doing other things. I think it was like trying to tell people that God should be in your hearts. I saw that. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, it just doesn't matter. Get with the time. If you don't appreciate it, then just it's better to be. Don't say anything because it can get backlash. And I do think I think it's something. If you're different, you're different. Is there a problem with that? Not at all. So yeah. That's what I want to say. Right, I found this fan art, and it's so good. It says 2023 and 2024. That I found funny. The epic conclusion: Hawkins will fall. Yes. So, honestly, as it says in the thing, I have not the foggiest clue. For the next season of Stranger Things, because it's what they're good at. It's what they're good at. Like they're good at doing things like this. They're very secretive. And I don't know what to expect in the slightest other than its ending, sadly. Because of this, I will hand it over to the pros for the Stranger Things internet called the fans. My couple ideas for ideas are Max will wake and be blind and that Steve and Nancy will get back together. I was never invested in Jonathan and Nancy. I never was, and I probably never will be. Yeah. And it's quite these posters are quite good. So you have the one where Vecna is literally menacing and is in the middle, and then you have one where Noah Schnapp, or Will, has a nosebleed and is the actual head of the Mind Flayer. That is very cool. Then you have the one that is very miniature, where you can see the Mind Flayer in the clouds of the final scene. This was actually photoshopped. I mean, all of these are, because there is no official poster. But anyway. Then there is Stranger Things, where Noah, no, I keep on saying no, it's Will, where Will is part Vecna. Because at the end of the season, he has this little thing on his neck, like he does as always, because clearly that's not gone yet. But yeah, it's I've just noticed this thing in the poster, in the big one, where Vecna's in the middle and Will's at the top. It's just Welcome to Hawkins next to the 2024 dash Netflix. It says Welcome to, like, because it's spray painted with hell. Welcome to. I can't read that sideways. It's definitely not. Yeah, I can't. I really do not know what to expect for this last season, other than its ending. It just looks like it's gonna be mad. Okay. Oh, I did. Aha! Nailed it. So fan theories. So Vecna is secretly the father. I actually think Vecna is secretly the father of 11 because at the time that 11 was born, it would have been a reasonable age for Henry Creel to be in a relationship, and it would have been a forced relationship, as Dr. Brenner would wanted more Henry Creels, so Brenner would have asked him to breed. That's where he may have bred with the actual mother. I think it's Jane Summon. So I think that Eddie Munson is actually number 10 that we saw in the first episode, because in the same episode, when talking with Chrissy, he explains that he had buzzed hair, and so did 10, and they were younger then. And where his tattoo would be for number 1, he always actually wore a watch, if you never noticed, so they would have been no way of knowing the number. I actually think Eddie is also not dead. He played a song by Metallica, and Metallica's mascot his name is Eddie. And there's an album where I think Eddie lives. It's like called Eddie Lives, and he becomes this thing where it's not my theory. It's like it's actually to do on the internet, but I thought it was really weird. And my dad's literally like the music geek, and he says, you know where Eddie Munson came from? He came from Metallica. That's why he played a Metallica song. And I was like, oh, I did not know that. He could be lying, but I doubt he is. The school counsellor is Vecna's Will. I could have named that bit better as his avatar because of the Mind Flayer's avatar was Will or Billy. So Vecna's avatar would be the school counsellor. Her clock is a key, and it was pointing at 4. Like the 4 chimes and the 4 kills he needed. Whoa. Yes, I think Eddie may come back as maybe a zombie type figure and literally just beat the crap out of Vecna. I'd love to see that. There is also another theory that he's alive, because I think no one wants him dead. So in the whole thing of making these, no one wants the guy to die. Alexei, sadly, he's dead. The second season was Bob. The first season was Bob. You get my drift. Everyone's gotta die, sadly. Right, on to the best part of the thing. Of the all-episode reviews. And I didn't think that these were actual posters. But they are. And they are awesome. So, all the episodes have reviews. The first episode, I'd definitely give a best 7 out of 10. Great start to the season. If you want to join me, I want you to join me. I was just reading the top. 7 and they were both great starts. We watched these in the same night, and I thought they were great starts to it. So, and then the monster and the superhero. The war is coming to Hawkins. This was a good episode. Why'd I give it a 6? Am I okay? No, it shouldn't have been a 6. It just, every episode was like, blah, 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 oh, great. And then we came to episode 5, that was a lot worse. So episode 5, not so great. I gave it a 3 out of 10. I really did not like it. That's like an hour and a half of my life I'm never going to get back. So then the dive, it's better than the 6th episode, I'd say that for sure. But yes, the 8th episode, 5 out of 10. Wasn't a fan. Then the piggyback. Oh, it was great. It was amazing. I really think I should have tied this one together because it was great. But the best episode was this one. I loved this episode. I really did. The best episode because it actually opens the gate out for the next volume. And I literally, the first episode, I mean, obviously no one knew about Henry Creel. I was just like, does anyone here think Vecna may be number 1? And I said that, and then he was just like, and my parents were like, that's not a bad theory. And then when we were about to find out, like, because me and my mum were supporting it, my dad just went, nah. So I thought that was great. I thought that was a great thing. And now my cat's rubbing on the door. Please stop. I'm trying to record a video. Yeah, the total rating for the season is an 8.5. 1 due to math. Better hope Vecna don't find out. I don't want him finding out. I may be sued. This was an amazing series, and I can't wait for season 5. The Duffer Brothers never seem to disappoint, and so do the actors. They never disappoint either. And I have a very high expectation for the next and final season. Thank you for an amazing binge-watching show, The Duffer Brothers. I do not remember their names. I just thought it was a great series. And I didn't do I just realized after recording this is quite, what's the word? It didn't have the effects. I apologize. There is no effects. I hope that doesn't take away from the video. I really do not hope that takes away from the video. But anyway, that is my review and breakdown of Stranger Things Season 4. I hope you enjoyed, and I know the time of this release, ow, that was my knuckle. What's it called? It's The Sandman has been released. I did not do anything on that because I literally did not have a clue what it was about. I know it's DC. I know it's that's my purview, but it is something. I'm probably not going to do a review. If anyone was wondering, and I don't have a big channel, but if anyone is wondering, I don't know a lot about it. That is just why. Well, other than that, I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!